What is this? Wow. My easy step-by-step bash to getting just what this could be, just might as well be whatever you want. Infield. What is it? Oh, plus infield. Oh, you're in the infield. You're just making all the catches. And their bash lingo and their bash, wordsmith words. So let's get into it.
You're so strange. I like you, but you're very strange.
That's very nice of you to say. Do you typically tell people they're strange?
You are very strange. I like you, but you're strange.
So don't they tell you that whenever he says but, right? So just it's a negation, right? So he's just deflected. He's just kind of pushing off. Just he's dismissive. This. He's like, I like you, but you're weird. You're strange. And she's like, how dare you call me strange? I mean, but strange. Wow, triggered already. Strange. So insecure, right? She's insecure about, and she's like, oh, why do you think I'm strange, huh? And this, and this, and that.
If you're gonna slap me, do it like you mean it.
No, I just meant backhand.
Oh, so she just kind of like did a little mock slap, not really hit him, just like waved her hand in front of his face, and he's like, oh, if you're gonna do it for real. And then bash.
Oh, okay.
Backhanded.
I thought you meant you were gonna give me a little.
No, I don't hit
So now they've mutually exchanged touches, this, that, very playful, right? Oh, how cute. But no, she gets to pick who she thinks is cute and that, right? Because some other bashi would actually hit him. Just one little other thing he might have said that she would have taken as, offensive, dismissive, bigoted, sexist, blah, 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 arrogant. And then she would have just probably spilled her drink on him, or smashed him, punched him, slapped him. Or said, this guy's how dare you? And this, and this, make a big scene of it. And this guy's like, whoa, I'm just trying to, it's just game. It's the game, man. It's the game. Don't hit the player, hit the game. This, that, and this. Wow.
on the first date.
Not even if you're asked to.
You tell people they're strange, and then you expect them to be responsive.
I don't expect anything.
So she's like, oh, you'd be disrespectful by calling me strange, and now you expect people to what? Get a response. And so she's actually falling into what she actually thinks she's fighting for. She's the one doing it. Exactly. You have everybody out there smashing. And even in their bash virtue that they think they're holding up, they're the ones actually, doing the opposite. All because they allow themselves to. Because yes, they can. And yes, we can. And yes, we can. And yes, I can. And yes, you can. And what? Can. Just like this guy can. Just guzzle his beer back just relentlessly, and he'll have another. Yes, nonstop. Just guzzle down. Oh, he never left a bar. He just dot. And now, oh no. Drink responsibly, buddy. Just like everyone else. Everyone else is here drinking responsibly, right? Because they're so responsible just guzzling down alcohol. Wow, who knew? They're there because their life is bash. Exactly. And they mask it by, oh, it's music. Oh, it's a show. It's this and that. It's just where to go meet people and pick up. And this and that and this. Wow. It's just a place to go and bash. You just let go and bash, bounce around and smash around with everybody. Yeah. As long as you just are the same bash as me. Because if you start saying smash, I just smashed and I'm strange. What? No, I'm not strange. I'm a beautiful clover. And this and that. You don't know anything about me. How dare you? this, and that, and this, and this. Wow. But this guy loves it. This guy loves the game.
Low bar.
No, I expect a lot from people, but I don't expect a lot in terms of like, just do you. I'll be me, you be you, and we'll just see how the chips fall.
That's so charming.
You're welcome. What?
So far,
So far what?
you've called me strange. You've been like YOLO. You do me and I'll be you.
No.
Does that work?
He's at work and he's like, obviously, look, I'm walking into a car with the shoes. Plastic. And look, he looked at the camera. Whoa, the system. Wow, who knew? Who knew it's the system, right? And Bosch people are like, oh, the system is oppressing me. I need a better job and this, and I don't get it. Why don't I get that sweet, sweet cash like everyone else apparently does, or they're saying they want, or they just want more of it somehow. And somehow it's going to solve all the Bosch little teeny tiny NGOs problems, and how somehow just Bosch make the communities better somehow, even though the Smash system is still the thing pushing it forward, and you're the one that's pushing it. So, oh, you're the system then. Oh, the system is you. So you're rebelling against yourself. Oh, no, right? No. And you can't definitely tell me I'm strange. Nope. Wow. So the system by TODD. Who knew?
Hey, what's up? Today I want to give you my system, what I personally do when I'm talking to a girl to make sure that it consistently, reliably leads to a good result. How do I know where I'm at? What do I do next? And then what do I do next after that? What is my overall game plan? See, over the last year, I've seen so many guys go out, work hard, take action, and they get frustrated, stuck, never get any better. And I've also seen guys that they're just lost and overwhelmed. There's a lot of different ideas, and they don't know how to sort through it and know which ones to use when. All right? So that's what the system is. It's simple, it's easy. You can use it as a beginner,
guys.
you can use it all the way up to advanced. And the idea is this: at whatever place you are in the game, you know where you're at, you know where you're going, and you know the steps to get there. Simple as that. All right?
Undefeated.
So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to outline the system in kind of an overview way. There will be some complexity, there will be some depth to this, but what I'm going to do over the next couple weeks is I'm going to go into crazy depth in each of the different elements, each of the different phases that make up the system. So you're going to want to catch all those videos too. Be sure and hit the subscribe button. Be sure and hit the little bell for notifications so you don't miss any of those. So without further ado, let's check out exactly what my system is right now. So briefly, what is the system? What is the overview of it?
Oh, okay.
Well, I call this the open-close model of game. Because at the very most basic core level, if you're not opening and or you're not closing, you're not gaming.
So
right?
it's open, close, in and out, and up and down, and left and right, and this and that, and this and that, and that. Whoa, guys, who knew?
Going and talking to any girls, obviously you're not gaming, you're not even opening. If you are going and talking to girls,
whoa, guys, if you're not in, how can you get out? So guys, you have to go in and out and 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 in and out again. And don't forget, in and out again, and in and out and in and out over and over. Right. Wow. Whoa, your system. Whoa, so far I'm following.
And you're just talking and chatting, but you never actually ask a number, you never actually try and take them anywhere, you never actually get physical in any way, you don't close, well then you're not gaming either. There's a phrase in selling, they say telling's not selling, right? Walking up and opening and just telling is not selling, and a lot of guys have that mistaken game. They just think all they have to do is just go open, right? Their whole idea of...
So you just murmur somewhere in between? Somewhere in between, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. You just somewhere in between, right? Is that what you're saying? Oh, and you have to just swim and navigate and smash it and make it yours, and this and that and that and that and this. Wow.
Game is, oh, I just have to do like 10 sets a day. If I talk to 10 girls a day, I'll get good. No, if you do the same bad habits to 10 girls a day, you will never get good. In fact, if anything...
Right, so who knew, again, they're masking this game, right, to pick up artists, you know, the relentless manipulator. That's all it is. But it's, see, everybody's out there receiving the little cooked up tools, right, that apparently It's called a game, or a step-by-step this, or the 5 easy ways, or the 5 methods to this, or the 8 steps to do this, or in one day you can change your life, and this, and wow. Who knew it's just the sorcery that's been already used on you to already captivate you in what you consider life to be. And now that you're fully bashed, now they're giving you little tools and saying, "Whoa, whoa, who knew we could just be so great at manipulating?" Not realize you're totally been smashed and manipulated and just rear-ended so you can steer left or right, depending on whether it's half in, full out, or just smashing, just in, all in. And you're like, "Oh, but it feels so good. Who knew I had a stimulator gland somewhere in there in that bash cavity? I just had to fish it out. It's stinky, but it's still amazing. That's why I wash it out and make it nice and clean. So then I can go in there and smash it until I smash out and ooze comes out. Ooze comes out, and I'll just rub it everywhere and just this and that and just make it go places. Wow. Because that's how I do it. And this and that and this and smash, right? And then it's so clean, guys. It's so amazing and it's so enlightening. And this guy's like, yeah, if the chick's into it, why not? It's part of the game, and you're the game. You're the pro. You're the pro, guys. Never forget. It's about practice, 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 but not practicing bad habits. Because bad habits, who knew, will just give you more bad habits, right? So who knew that you're in the relentless bad habit of thinking yourself, creating a life, and smashing in life? And who knew that in that smash hood, you can then go ahead and think that you're manipulating the little pieces that you're left to pick up. So the guys, pick up yourself. You just have to build that confidence that we've smashed out of you relentlessly. So you got to go out and pick it up and now use the little tools that we're giving out and dishing and calling it the pickup game. And this, the art of seduction. But really, it's just how you were seduced to bash yourself in doubt, separation, and in complete, submissive bashhood of relentless self-improvement wisdom somehow. You're just a relentless bash that just rocketed into space. All because you wanted to. But no, this guy's going to enlighten you even further. Wow, look.
Anything, you'll get worse because you're practicing bad habits. So if you're just opening and not closing, you don't have a game plan. Now, this idea of open-close is extremely crude and will lead to an extreme numbers game, right? If you're just going up, "Hi, what's up? I'm Todd. Hey, do you want to give me your number?" Right? That's not going to be a very effective way to game at all. There may be that random occasional girl that just finds you attractive from moment one, but for, the vast majority, it's not going to really work.
Right, so these guys just want to go out and lay the world. They're the relentless, roosters just out there smashing. They couldn't wait to get on top of the hand and just say, "Okay, well, if there's a baby, don't worry, you can kill it. Oh, if you want it, don't worry, we use protection, and you better be on birth control. This and this and that, or this and this and this, or just take the pill the next day, don't worry." Or the guy's like, "Nope, don't worry, I'm sterile. I had chlamydia for 7 years, and I just," who knew? They don't even swim. And this and this and that, and this and this and that. Or he's like, "No, I relentlessly double rubber." Or no, I have a vasectomy and I go get checked every week. So I'm clean, baby. At least until I get my next test results. So I can't promise you anything. But of course he won't say that. And then she's like, "Yeah, me too." And then they're all just sloshing around, slipping and sliding. And then just putting in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. But first, there's the bash manipulation of how each of them are going to deceive themselves that what they're about to do is somehow right. So that's it. That's a little manipulation of allurement, of lust and desire, all influences, right? Of what? Exactly, destruction, theft of your life, right? For each of you know, right? Well, the notion of Wow, love, because that's what you're relentlessly seeking, unconditional love. Even because truly you think you're satisfying it because you're loving yourself, right? So you're like, oh, there's no such thing as unconditional love because I love myself and I set the rules and I push and I say when I'm doing, not so good. So I can't really love myself in the moment, but then I rise above and I change the situation and now I love myself fully. And this and this and that and this and this and that. Or I love myself no matter what, but that's the challenge because, sometimes, the mistakes are just painful and just life is painful. Sometimes things you happen out of your control and this and then how do you deal with that and this. But now you just smash and you rise above and you go this and this and this and just fall a cinder again, but now you're the bash coal that now a cinder into white ash. Now you're the white ash that's just bashing people in their eyes. You're the volcanic ash that now just is settling down upon the surface of whatever you want. In this case, it's a step by step to getting the girl. Wow, so you want the girl. Okay. How many? Oh, as many as I can. Because I can. Right? Wow. And women are relentlessly out there smashing with people like this. All the while saying, sexism, oppression, raw men, patriarchy, blah, 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 blah. Because just the same way as this bash is doing, right? Because who knew? It's Scanner Darkly Faces, right? The swarm way of just that, this bash, this person could be anyone, right? It could be anyone. It could be this guy, that guy. Oh, whoa, his face is just somehow many faces. And it's somehow real, but it's a drawing. It's not real. So, guys, it's just somewhere in between. It's just somewhere in between or fiction and somehow flesh. Fantasy and flesh, or this and that, but there's no such thing as spirit. No way, no how. It's only this shape-shifting of faces of somehow it's just you. And you and you and you and only you. Somehow. Right? Look, what is this? Right? Look, what is this? What? Exactly, it still serious, counter dark. Whoa, it's just it could be this, it could be that. I don't know, but it's just, it doesn't even mean anything, guys. It's just drawing. It's just bash painting, just bash. It's watercolors and oil. And look at all the multiple faces of face. Look exactly. What is going on? Oh, apparently it's just this guy. Nope. Because there's other men that'll say, oh, this is exactly what's wrong with society today. This. All the while, they're prescribing to the same regulations of the system that they go relentlessly in and out, in and out, in and out, in. And they call it coffee shop, they call it university and college years, they call it, the dating world, they call it finding the one, they call it this, and they call it traveling, and they call it exploring and adventuring, and this, and that, and this, right? The art of seducing yourself adrift. And as long as it feels good, then you feel you're in control, and you're like, hey guys, I'm in control, I have the best life ever, look how much women I'm slaying. Whoa, this and that. Whoa, you couldn't wait.
It's just not a complete system, right? To have anything resembling a good, reliable system, you need to add a third.
So when women are out there saying, where are all the good men? Where have all the good men gone? And this, right? They're in their past 40s or 30s or whatever. And they're like, where are the good men? Well, number one, you've been smashing men all through your 20s and all through your 30s probably. So you've been smashing men, whether you consider them to be good or bad or this or this. So you've been smashing men. And men have been smashing you. So when you say, where have all the good men gone? Well, who knew that the men have shapeshifted into embodying a nature of do as thou wilt and get your fill, just as women have. So whether it's men saying we're all the good women, or when women say we're all the good men, and this and this and this and that, what's going on? It's like they're staring each other in the face. They're like, where's the good in you, man? Where's the good? Where are they all good? But somehow we're all good. Somehow we're all out there smashing and saying, oh, just kill the 1%. And then we'll all be free. And we all know how to just be good. Right. So if women are saying we're all the good men, why do you think you're good? Could it be that there's no such thing? For surely, it's either you're in truth or you're bashed, in the sense of clueless, void, consumed by doubt, without certainty, forever searching and meandering for that false love that the world promises you it will give you if you just go out there and smash as many girls and smash as many whatever, right? You smash as many what exactly? It could be anything. But in this case, it's how to get some friction and some pleasure and some release of fluids. What a shame.
Third element. So you have open, close. In between, I want you to add an element I call premise. Premise basically means telling the girl, indicating to the girl that it is a man-to-woman interaction. Letting the girl know, not necessarily that you like her, not necessarily that you're gonna be something together, but that if you are something together, it will be a man-to-woman thing. It won't be a friend-to-friend thing. It won't be a boss-to-employee thing. It will be something that is sexual in nature, right? You're letting her know, when you say, what's your number, you're letting her know what that number is for. You're letting her know the type of interaction you're having.
Isn't it obvious, Yobash? I mean, where does this buddy live? Like, who does he think he's speaking to? Is he speaking to a bunch of relentless just nematodes that have never even come into contact with a person or a situation, a bash, anything? Exactly. For that's what people have become. Now they have to learn how to live, apparently. And the thing is that, yes, nobody was ever taught, right? How, hey, guys, this is a woman. This, you're going to chase after her all your life. This, and that. So you're going to have to slay as many people as you can and just stretch them out as much as you can and then just boast and say, well, I think I'm ready to settle now. What a shame. Or it's left to the individual to say, well, you just go out there and find your partner, your mate for life. Find a wife and just ba. What is going on? Exactly, cluelessness. People have no idea. They think they can just smash a pie, even a hot warm apple pie. Or it doesn't even matter. It could be whatever you want, because as long as it feels good, do it. Because you couldn't possibly be deceived, right, to believe that you are the relentless navigator, decider of good and evil. You can decide, and you choose, and this, and that, and this. No. What is truth? Something that this Bash doesn't even have a clue what it is. He's like, just be true to you, man. Just be true to you. That's it. That's truth to him. Wow, amazing.
And probably the vast majority of guys I see in-game fuck up premise. They either go and they just talk random chit-chat, they never get to the point, never show the girl they have a penis, never make it man to woman, or... Guys,
they never expose themselves. That's their flaw. They never expose their intent. And this and that and this and this and that. Wow. So number one, in a bar. Who goes to a bar to make... Especially, right, in the general sense. Fine, you go out with friends, smash this and that. Right? People sit together and just huddle and talk to themselves only. And so if somebody comes, right, that's outside of that group, into that group, of course there's going to be an obvious, what is that, right? He's either going to talk to somebody first and then brought into the group, or this or this or that. Dynamics. But ultimately, contact. Who made contact? Right? This and that. And it has to be obvious. Or this or that, or this or that, or this or this or this and that. And especially if you ask somebody if somebody exchanges numbers, right? Right. I just want to bake. I want to bake pies, right? Obviously, it's for like you want to get to know them, right? You want to get to because and this guy won't say it, but ultimately, the world has taught us to see each other sexually always. When in fact, yeah, you can relate with people outside of supposed sexuality. But when you're in a way of living where you're relentlessly bombarded, of course people are going to be in that state. So no matter what it is that you say to them, they're going to take it that way. Take it to their perceptions of the world, right? So then they get to choose who is a decent person, who's a clever, who's funny, who's creepy, who's this, who's too pushy, who's this, that, or that, other, who's a bigot, who's racist, who's this, that, the other, who's that, this, and just make all these judgments of who it is that you're going to just allow to in your safe space and smash, smash, smash. Really? So all that's going on in your bash brain when you're out, right, at a bar or wherever it is you are, right? You're always like, oh, the schizophrenic just out there smashing. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Because who knew everybody's a hypocrite, right? All the women will go for the man that they say they don't want to be with. And this, that, or the other, and this, and the other, and the blah, blah, blah. And they cry and sad, blah, 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 blah. And then they turn lesbian. Or this, or other, blah, 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 blah. Now, crying, and now they're asexual. And this, that, the other, bash, relentless pursuit of love that just defiles you, and blah, 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 blah. And now they're just smash a unicorn, an elf, just creating some bash escapism of the next levels of deception and desolation and defraudment. Everybody's just out there defrauding one another. But somehow that's virtuous. That's so progressive. We're so liberal and we're so amazing. It's just free love and free, it's whatever. And smash, smash, smash. Wow, what a shame.
Or they do show premise, they do show that it's man to woman, but they do it in a way that completely gives away all their power. They do it in a way that basically says, girl, you're on a pedestal, I'm down here, and I'm going to beg for your attention.
Right, so he's telling you that that's what it is. Right. So everybody's out there engaging according to these dynamics, and that he'll say is a science because it's proven, and people have studied this forever. See, but he won't. He'll say this is the dynamic, the game in today. In the 90s and 80s, the game was a little different, but now it's this and this and this. This is what This is what works out there in the marketplace of flesh trading. We won't call it sex trafficking, but it's the same bash thing. And people do it voluntarily, and that's why it's hilarious. Ha 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 ha. Because you go out there and smash it, and it's a part of the economy of selling gifts and dinners and this relentless alcohol and relentless venues and relentless bash and great time, great living, social, so being social and just out there smashing and partying and telling everybody that to do it again the next day because you'll need it. So what's going on? Oh, it's just fun. Be confident, live your life. Just go out there and smash. Make sure you just smash and be successful so you have cash to spend on these dates and make sure the girl is chasing you and this and that and that. And sure, she can buy you drinks or that, but as long as it doesn't mean that she's controlling you and now that you're bashing, smashing, and smashing, what's going on?
And hope you like me, which sets up a dynamic that it may get results occasionally, but it will be with mediocre girls. It will be very inconsistent, and you're never going to get to advance that way, okay? So I'll go into a lot more depth about in the future videos about how to show premise, how not to show premise, how you can be subtle and keep your power while showing premise, how you know when you've shown enough premise, all those kind of things. But for now, just know that that's an absolutely key part of the game. And if that's your game, open, premise, close, you now have a chance of success. Right? And in fact, most guys who consider themselves decent at game, that's their complete model, is open, premise, close.
So what's your open in life? Right? What's your premise in life? To get game. To get good at game and just to relentlessly lay a bunch of lays and just lay it up. Because it's so healthy, guys. Didn't you know that having sex a gazillion times a day is just the key? You just need to be in a relentless state of bash orgasm because that's key. That is the answer, everyone. So let's just be a huge orgy. That's what we need, people. We need the world, instead of holding hands, because clearly that hasn't worked. Why don't we just all just do a community orgy where everyone's just bashing and smashing and smashing, and everyone's welcome because Kinsey told us just that it's okay. All ages do it. It's amazing. It's okay, everyone. Don't be ashamed of your bodies. Bring them out. Let them see us all doing it. And this and that and this and smashed. Oh, no, no, no. But we have to do it in secret in mansions. And we live the lavish life of doing this and smashing, all while telling the world, oh, no, 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 no. Those things are depraved. Those things should be eradicated. There's a war on drugs. A war on sex trafficking. A war on just relentless abuse and terror. Wow. Exactly. You are just governed by the total destruction that you push yourself. But you don't see it because you're all too distracted using the same mechanisms that are destroying you to go out there and manipulate. The unrepenting age, that thinking that by just guzzling down as much alcohol you'll get better, or just by guzzling more lies and telling lies you'll get better, and by laying more women you'll get better, and by doing this and this and that and just feeling great and doing lines of coke each morning, oh, it just gives me that little boost. Or masturbating right first thing in the morning, right first or last thing before bed, and this that, oh, and at least 20 times during the day. Because guys, oh, I'm just so pumped. I just feel amazing. I feel the most just fulfilled. I'm just a relentless, exactly, bash, void. That's what the life has become. But then we're given relentless little soapboxes and pedestals to attempt to claim base. Home base. I subscribe to this altar, and I subscribe to this principle and that principle, and all the while everyone's just out there smashing. Smashing. Smashing, 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 smash, smash, smash. And for the people that are out there not, participating in this and that, whether they call themselves, oh, there's relentless names out there. Whether it's nerds, incels, bash, MGTOW, this, that, the other, bash, red pill, this or that. What? Oh man, what is even going on? You know what? So somebody who doesn't partake in whatever this guy is selling, what? Is that the majority or the minority? Well, of course you'd say they're the minority because you're like, oh, what losers. How can they do it? Oh, I need to at least get off 5 times in an hour. Huh, what a shame. Right? This and that. They're like, whoa, that buddy's just, he needs more confidence. And this, oh, just amazing because the ones not participating, what this batch is saying, if they were to, for example, go out one night, whether it's with friends or just go out, right, and do the same thing that they're doing, in the sense of participating in the social aspect of just being out, smashing drinks, blah blah blah, and whatever, right? But then the optics are switched, right? The hypocrite becomes the hypocrite in sense of you just pointing out everything around them, the hypocrisies that are seen around them, all while they're, of course, in the hypocrisy themselves. And what? Instantly, it's just not the game anymore. Instantly, it's not just fun. It's not fun anymore. Or say up this guy, right, went up to a girl and then she's like, go away. And this guy was like, okay, I rebuttal this and that and this and this. Or just, or just be dismissive and this and that and this and that. It's your fault for not getting her attention and this and this and that and that. So you must get her attention. So these guys are like, guys, you can get a buzz, but don't get smashed. Right. So they just go out to where booze is sold relentlessly. And apparently people are just smashing to get like tipsy. Oh, I'm tipsy. That's it. Oh, okay. Right? Because the majority wouldn't possibly, overindulge. No, 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 no. They don't overindulge and they don't actually drink that much because they actually are there to meet respectable people that tell the truth only, and that are there just to be friendly and to respect and to be respected, and to just go out that very first night of meeting and smashing in and out, in and out. And we call that respect and consent. Yes, that is so amazing. Right? Wow. Would you tell that to your child? Son, you're gonna go out there and just pick out the best one and just smash her. Tell her sweet nothings and just convince her, and just make sure you push all her emotional buttons so you control the situation, control the conversation by being witty and by being distractful and being, telling subtle messages and intonation and this and this and that. And the girls told the same thing. Honey, men are always going to come after you, so just you have to master the essential arts and giving a man exactly what he wants, but you decide what man to do, and always to your advantage. Never just give yourself for no advantage. This and this and that and this and this and this and that. So they're out there just smashing each other. But all the while they're doing the same thing. Trying to just find some bash that will just put up with them somehow. But no, they'll get tired of them after a while. Or this or that. Or they'll cheat on them and they're like, no, sorry. Who knew? I was at a bar and I picked up this and that. Mom, who knew? How could you? This, the other. Shapeshift. Right? This and this and this. Or the girl goes out and she's like, well, you're a loser. You're a loser. You just, the grass is always greener, and there's bigger, buffer, just smarter, intelligent, more wittier guys than you, and this and this and that. So, wow, I'm just always climbing up the ladder. So who knew everybody thinks that they're climbing up the ladder somehow, just killing 7s and 8s and 9s, right? You number them, and this, or just hot, or just attractive, or just he's a sweet guy, or just, he's just, everything. He's just undescribable, the best, that, she's amazing. But in the end, what is it? What is it that one's looking?
It's not a complete model in and of itself, but it's a start of a complete model. If you want to actually get consistent, solid results, you want to add in another phase, okay? And that next phase is what I call evaluate. So now you have open, premise, evaluate, close. What evaluate is basically is once you have conveyed premise, once you've indicated that it's man to woman, now you want to evaluate the girl, judge her for whether she gets that role. It's kind of like if premise is letting the girl know there is a job available, evaluate is actually bringing her in and having her interview for the job. And very critically, it's her interviewing for the job with you, not you interviewing for the job with her.
Wow.
Right? And so
right. Using, examples as the workplace to use it in describing a bash encounter with a woman. Wow. Great. So working and interviewing for a job is the same thing as going and meeting someone. Wow, the same thing. Who knew? So I just need to boast about all these lies that I've printed out on my CV and just bash things that most people say, and just hope for the best. I looked in my thesaurus relentlessly for different words to use and this and that. Just amazing. It just my style, my CV is just so professional, laid out. It's just clean, it's symmetrical. It's just has a border and this, a profile picture, this, that, the other, bash, and a little picture of my dog at the end. Ha ha ha! So cute. What is going on?
in order for this to happen, first of all, she has to know there is a job and what it is, so you can't really evaluate until you've established premise. Can't really do it yet. And then also, if she hasn't accepted the premise, she won't participate in that evaluation phase.
All right. So what happens? Right. So they're out there they're out there in a bar, right? And let's just say this guy's with some girl. They're at the bar, standing at the bar, and there's other people around, standing around. There might be, there's some music going on or not, or just some bash, a playlist going on. This, that, and the other. It's some bash that's it's just wasted, right? That he's been drinking and they're just bashing and smashing, and then he comes in the room and he's like, "You're all smashed. Every single one of you just bashed and smashed and smashed and smashed, and we're all just smashing. Look." And he would point at this guy and say, "Wow, you're just trying to pick her up, and she's trying to just let herself be seduced. And this is because it's just a little desire bug, and this, and that." And he points to another table, and he's like, "Wow, this bash and this." He starts calling it out. But apparently, and they're like, "Wow, you don't even know me, son. Bash, shut up. Go away." And this guy's like, "Oh man, this guy's killing my vibe." And the girl's like, "Oh, this guy again," or like whatever this is. But just a disruption, right? All the while, these people, everyone in the bar would be like, "Oh, get this guy out of here, right? Get this guy out. Just smash him." And then the music goes back on, and then this guy's like, "Oh, finally, I can get back to my game." So instead of course, it doesn't mean a thing. That's why it's impossible. There's no such thing as, changing the world. There's no such thing. For even when relentless activists or this or point out certain issues that are wrong with this, it's a relentless battle, right? It's just they're out there just smashing. They're just like, "Wow, no, we just need more support. We just need to educate and advocate and lobby, and beg and beg and beg, and this and that and this, right?" So they're out there trying to smash and bring about change. Be the change. And this and that. All the while, what? Be the change for what? Of what? No. They can point out as much as they want in the sense of telling somebody, "Look, this guy's about to smash you and you don't even know it." And the girl's like, "What? You don't even know me. What do you even know about this guy? Nothing. He's everything that he's been telling me is true. I like him. He's funny. He's made me laugh. And I think humor is funny and good. It's a good sign. It's a good sign that he has a good heart." Right? It's almost like if there's an underage girl at a bar and then the father comes in and he's like, "Oh," and he finds her and he grabs her and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he just smashes her out. And everybody else around is like, "Oh, who's that old man that just took that chick that I was trying to pick up and this and that?" Right? People have no clue. But you could have a clue if you paid attention, if you listened, instead of just relentlessly labeling. And you label and then move on. You're like some guy on an app, he comes up and you date him in person, and then now you're like, "That smashed. No way." And you smash him. You bash, swipe him. Swipe him. No, go away. So people think that they are relentlessly choosing who is in and who is out. When clearly everyone on earth is here.
For example,
So
has this ever happened to you? You know you have to qualify a girl, so you go up and you say, "Hey, what's cool about you?" And the girl goes, "Oh, nothing." She just doesn't care. She's not invested enough to tell you what's cool about you. Puts it right back on you. It's because you haven't set up that right premise, you haven't established it in the right way, so she feels no need to be evaluated by you. However, if you have set the right premise, you do that evaluation and you get her actively chasing, you get her actively trying to impress you and trying to win you over for that job of girlfriend, fuck buddy, whatever it is, now you're really in business. And now you have a really robust, solid set that can work, and
girlfriend, fuck buddy, it's just amazing.
Will start to give you numbers that won't flake. It'll start to give you girls chasing you, and it's going to start to be that when you close, The girls will even start
This
closing.
guy could be any woke guy out there that's, believes in the power of attraction, the light. He believes in the aliens, panspermia, that their energy is bash and bash and bash and all about just intent and motivation, and just go out there and pursue. Just become it, and you are the bash. There's only one life to live, and you're here to manipulate it for your bash gain. He's like, doesn't matter if you just want to stuff and pump and dump a girl for a night, or just want a girl that will be with you for until you find a better one. And this and this and that and this and this and this and that. Wow. What is going on?
You, right? You know you're doing this right. If you say, hey, you're not so bad to talk to, and she's like, yeah, get my number. Instead of you having to do this whole, hey, can we maybe exchange numbers and hang out? She should be closing you about as often as you're closing her at this point, okay?
Right.
So that's a pretty decent overall four-step model, but we're still not done.
Model.
So far we have what? Open, premise, evaluate, close, right? And at this point, you've established, there is this job of girlfriend. You've established that she has, bought in, invested, tried to get this job.
Okay, I had enough of this guy. Because what is going on? If not manipulation and just slithering, right? Reading, evaluation, judge her, this and that, make her do this by doing that. If this happens, do this and that and that and that, and you all have all the tools and clues, and you have to practice and do, and it's your craft. And you're the relentless groomer. You're out there grooming so that at the end of the night you can get banged and contorted and swiveled and do whatever depraved things you want with each other, because it's so consentful, guys. It's so consentful, and everybody just wants to get out there and savagely ravaged and just defiled. As long as it's in the dark, nobody gives a damn, right? This and this and that. Wow. Oh, because it makes me feel good. What is going on? When David was told Uriah did not go home, he questioned Uriah, have you not just come from a journey? Why did you not go home? Uriah answered, the ark and Israel and Judah are dwelling in tents. And my master Joab and his soldiers are camped in open field. How can I go to my house to eat and drink and sleep with my wife? This one says, make love to my wife. And lie with my wife. Well, as surely as you live and as your soul lives, I will not do such a thing. Stay here one more day, David, said Uriah. Tomorrow I will send you back. So Uriah stayed in Jerusalem that day and the next. So he had to go. He's like, wow. He couldn't because there was traps everywhere. Right? What is going on? What is going on? Blessed are those who wash their robes, so that they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter the city by its gates. But outside are the dogs, the sorcerers, the sexually immoral, the murderers, the idolaters, and everyone who loves and practices a lie. Falsehoods. I, Jesus, have sent my angel to give you this testimony. For the churches, I am the root and the offspring of David, the bright morning star. For without are dogs and sorcerers and whoremongers and murderers and idolaters and whoever loveth and maketh a lie. Right? Those are who are outside. So who knew that it has come to the age where the world is outside? So it's up to what do we? It's not for up to us to call in the aliens and call in to change the world, to change and bash and now live happily ever after. No, it's us to either accept fully, in recognition that we are wrong, we're wrong, continue to be wrong. Every time we step away in our minds and heart from the truth. For clearly we live in a world filled with this. And you say, well, exactly why would God do that to us? Oh. No, we've done it to ourselves. And the proof is out. It's in every day in, day out, because in the whole world, the sufferings of the world, wow, who's doing it? Who's pushing it forward? We are. We are. By the murmurs of images and whispers that urges appear in our abashed minds, and we pursue them and allow them to corrupt our hearts. Instead of asking the Father, drawing near, allowing His wisdom to fulfill, and have the Spirit renew. Every man who has done this knows. But then, do we sway back and fall? He who sins, he who does the right of every man knows when he's doing against that which is pleasing to the Father in His image, and who knew that we're in the image of God. So what's going on? Oh, nothing. It's just 5 easy steps to go get and in bed and lay with whoever you want, not just your wife, because relentlessly she'll never find out. Ugh. Woe to Ariel, the city where David dwelt. Add ye year to year, let them kill sacrifices. Yet I will distress Ariel, and there shall be heaviness and sorrow, and it shall be unto me as Ariel. And I will camp against thee round about, and will lay siege against thee with a mount, and I will raise forts against thee. And thou shalt be brought down, and shalt speak out of the ground, and thy speech shall be low out of the dust, and thy voice shall be as one of that hath a familiar spirit out of the ground, and thy speech shall whisper out of the dust. The murmurs. Moreover, the multitude of the strangers shall be like small dust, and the multitude of the terrible ones shall be as chaff that passes away. Yeah, it shall be at an instant suddenly. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest, and flame and devouring fire, and the multitude of all the nations that fight against Ariel, even all that fight against her and her munition, and that distress her, shall be as a dream of a night vision. It shall even be as when a hungry man dreameth, and behold, he eateth, but he awaketh, and his soul is empty. Or as when a thirsty man dreameth, and behold, he drinketh, but he awaketh, and behold, he is faint, and his soul hath appetite. So shall the multitude of the nations be. The fight against Mount Zion. Stay yourselves and wonder, cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. For the Lord hath poured out upon you the spirit of deep sleep, and hath closed your eyes. The prophets and your rulers, the seers hath he covered. And the vision of all is become unto you as the words of a book that is sealed, which men deliver one that is learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he said, I cannot, for it is sealed. And the book is delivered to him that is not learned, saying, read this, I pray thee. And he saith, I am not learned. Wherefore the Lord saith, for as much as this people draw near me with their mouth, and with their lips do honor me, but have removed their heart far from me, and their fear toward me is taught by the precept of men. Therefore, behold, I will proceed to do marvelous work among these people, even a marvelous work and a wonder. For the wisdom of their wise men shall perish, and the understanding of their prudent men shall be hid. Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us, and who knoweth us? So all the channelers in this and this. Surely you turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay. For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not? Or shall the thing framed say of him that framed it, he had no understanding? Deniers. Sanctification of the godly. Is it not yet a very little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into fruitful field, and the fruitful field shall be esteemed as a forest? And in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity and out of darkness. The meek, the meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorn is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. Wow. That make a man an off that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. Therefore thus said the Lord, who redeemed Abraham, concerning the house of Jacob, Jacob shall not now be ashamed, neither shall his face now wax pale. But when he seeth his children, the work of mine hands, in midst of him, they shall sanctify my name, and sanctify the Holy One of Jacob, and shall fear the God of Israel. They also that err in the spirit shall come to understand, and they that murmured shall learn doctrine. So only, yes, who knew only the Father reneweth. It is only through the Spirit, which is holy. The meek shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel. Right? For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off. That make a man an offender for a word. Sound familiar? And lay snare for him, right? Set traps for him to get through the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. Dismiss the just for anything else. Anything else, right? To just keep me filled up and stretched out and pounding and this and that. Wow. Exactly. Falling for this. Whoever has will be given more, and he will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what he has will be taken away from him. This is why I spake to them in parables. Though seeing, they do not see. Though hearing, they do not hear or understand. In them the prophecy of Isaiah is fulfilled. You will be ever hearing, but never understanding. You will be ever seeing, but never perceiving. Exactly. You can tell people, like, right, like the drunk guy, right? You could tell them anything. It could be even mundane, facts about whatever. But it doesn't mean a thing. One ear out the other, because it's now infringing on what you want. Right now, it's infringing on the what all the other people in the room want out of what they're doing, and now they're being disrupted. They don't want that. No, no, no. Then Jesus went home, and once again a crowd gathered, so that he and his disciples could not even eat. When his family had heard about this, they went out to take custody of him, saying, "He is out of his mind." And the scribe who had come down from the Jerusalem were saying, "He is possessed by Beelzebul, and by the prince of the demons he drives out demons." So Jesus called them together and began to speak them in parables. "How can Satan drive out Satan? If a kingdom is divided against itself, it cannot stand. If a house is divided against itself, it cannot stand. And if Satan is divided and rises against himself, he cannot stand. His end has come. Indeed, no one can enter a strong man's house to steal his possessions unless he is first ties up the strong man. Then he can plunder his house. Truly I tell you, the sons of men will be forgiven of all sins, blasphemies, as many as they utter. But whoever blasphemes against the Holy Spirit will never be forgiven. He is guilty of eternal sin." Jesus made this statement because they were saying he has an unclean spirit. Amen. Because what's going on? Look. And if Satan is divided and rises against himself, he cannot stand. His end has come. Yes. Jesus was saying, say what exactly? And spoke to them in parables. Because you can bash people with the truth is relentlessly smashing people in the face, regardless of whether somebody else is there to, point it out or not. It's there. Everybody's getting smashed by it. But even though the truth is, cuts deeper than any fleshly sword, you still call it depression, or you call it whatever bash thing that you're going through, because you refuse to recognize that you are wrong. Return to the Father. Repent. Let the saving word in the flesh, what he has done, accept. For without it, what? Why would life even be? Right? Because to you that's your truth. Why would life be so hard if it was by some, God that loves me, apparently? Wow, so who knew that the love that you say is just the false love is the one that brings life forth relentlessly, right? Whether you label it the most horrible thing ever or the best thing ever, because who knew you just flip flop every day? So, which is it? Oh, I don't know, but it's just so hard. No. Tell me, you whom I love, where do you graze your flock? Where do you make your flock lie down at noon? Why should I be considered? They will acknowledge that you are the ones I love. Behold, I will make those of the synagogue of Satan. They are Jews and are not, but lie. Wow. They lie around dreaming. They love to sleep and are blind. They are all without knowledge. They are all dogs without tongues, unable to make a sound. But you call that bliss. You call that sitting down and swimming around astral planes and just making a plan. Well, what a shame. How long will you people ruin my reputation? How long will you make groundless accusations? How long will you love what is worthless and pursue a lie? Exactly. Everybody's just out there caring for their own reputation and building an enterprise and just marketing and organizing and community work and this and that. Wow. All of it is it's against the creator's reputation, meaning nobody is representing the Father anymore. No one. It's as though we have all turned our backs on him. And everybody's just okay with it. Wow. What is going on? No. I believe in the saving word. For any man made or any man image of pursuit of bash filled life, of joy, of friction, of just love of the world is a lie. And I can see that. I don't need some bash wizard to tell me. And the wisdom that speaks through the saving word is relentless, reverberates. It's a relentless trigger. And you can read it for yourself. Who knew? No, 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 I don't want to. No, no, no. Because exactly, this is you. You're the one that, you loveth a lie. You make and you loveth a lie. So that's why we're all just out. We're out of our minds. You say, you're out of our minds. Everybody's just crazy. No, we're out of God. We're outside, right? You must not bring the wages of a prostitute, whether female or male, into the house of the Lord your God to fulfill the only vow, because both are detestable to the Lord your God. Well, who knew? But no, it's just a way of life. It's just a lifestyle. Don't worry. It's an old profession. Don't worry. Let it just be. Let's make it more clean. Let's make it cleaner so that we can all just have a mass global orgy. Yes, thank you. Right? And people are like, where do I sign up? Where do I go get for my tested so I can go in that relentless line to just plow that one girl? Or plow as many of those girls as I want. Yay! Who knows? Everybody's just plowing girls. And then the next guy thinks, oh, this girl is so amazing, and then she's already been, derailed by like, who knows how many. Or a girl meets this guy, and the guy's like, yay, another one. But he's been around and around and around and around, just smash. He is so much friction that he's built up a callus, right, on all the circumference of his shaft, because it's just not on one side or on the top or the side or anything. No, all of it is just grown in girth because of the relentless callus that's just built up. Who knew? But outside are the dogs, right? Blessed are those who wash their robes, right? The ritual of what? Living in truth, the way, the life, by the saving word, drinking from the cup that was filled. And what is blood? Blood is life. What is blood? What is it? You're like, no, I don't know, but it's blood, wow, blood. It's a feed it. Just drink the spirit. Wow. Is that what's going on? Feed the spirit. Eat the flesh and drink the blood, right? The word in the flesh. Drink the word. I mean, eat the flesh. Eat the word. Digest it. And cleanse. Be filled in it. But no, it has to be, a literal bloodbath where you go and just make all these bash rituals of orgies and passion. Just the blood is just filled with all the endorphins and just it's just a thrill. And that's how you evoke all the spirits because they know you're just at the right tweak frequency of all these passion emotions of passion. It's just the right frequency, everyone. No, no. Do we read the days, the years? What is it? The seasons? What are we doing? Do we know history? What time are we in? Are we still waiting for Bash Armageddon and this and this and that? What wisdom is in the word? It's spoken, the word, right? The flesh, the saving word in the flesh. It is finished. What is been said and what is the resolve? And why do we keep Bash pretending like we're out there smashing, creating some spaceship that's going to take us to Mars? Whoa. What a shame. We're going to Mars because we're relentlessly at war. But you worship war because you want to go to war. No, no, no. There's no bash hypocrisy or irony in that. No, 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 no. But somehow Mars is just amazing. It's so red and just warrior like. It's just like my temperature. I'm so hot. I'm hot for you. Yeah, let's go out. That's my system. I'm so hot for you. Okay, give me sex. This and this and that. What? Wow, shame. Right? Because people still want to be murmured. They don't want somebody to come up to them and say, hey, let's go have sex. They're like, oh, disgusting, you pervert. You're a creep. Wow, disgusting. Because ultimately they want to be pampered and just you're so interesting. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, sure. Let's just say we'll go on a different date. But ultimately, right, according to this bash, it's clear to them that it's about sex. Whoa. And all this and this. Because he's like, why would you want to hang out with somebody if it's not for sex? You're wasting time. And this and this and this and that and that. Well, exactly. That's what apparently men have become. Because you couldn't possibly get somebody's number to get to know them. And that's it. Perhaps something would come of it and perhaps nothing. But, of course, you could leave it like that. Or now, if you contact them, then the other person thinks it's sex because the premise was there. So now you're kind of forced. And if you meet up with them, they were expecting sex. And then you're like, nothing. I was just here to get to know you. And the boss was like, what? Aw, you just tease. You're wasting my time. And this. Oh, what a shame. Okay. So, Bash, don't worry, people. You can just still go out, just change the circumstance situation. If you want to meet people and just Bash, make friends, go to the library. If you want to go to the bar and Bash, that means you want to, to be with somebody. And that, whether for a season or for just lifetime or for a day or this or that or that or that. It doesn't matter. Just go out there and smash. Just have your game and relentless, clever wit and just that blah blah humor and stories and relentless ways to just make her just get wet and this and this and that and all of a sudden you're gonna have her wanting you and chasing you and asking for you a number blah blah. It's because now you have her eating at the palm of your hand. Right. And this guy has a platform, right? So they're out there smashing the people that are like apparently bigots. Bigots! Bigots! You're just so close-minded, man, and you just this and that or that. You just don't know, blah blah blah. You're just old. You're just old, and you need to die. You just need to go away. But no, this guy is fine. This guy's just doing it because that's what the world promotes. Yes. Yes. The world promotes the disrespect of women by allowing this behavior to dominate. What? Because women are doing it too. So women are out there smashing and seducing and making, and then all of a sudden the men think that they're controlling the thing too. So they're all just bashing each other. For in the end, all that needs to take place is like women and men, if they were truly honest, they would be at a bar and be like, okay, smash it into me. And they'd just like lift up her leg and smash, smash, smash. Right? Okay, thank you. See you later. Right? Is that what they're doing? They're like, no, of course no. It's about the hunt, and it's about the emotion attachment, and this is blah 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 blah. Wow. So everything to just make it seem like it's just so pleasing and natural and this and that. Oh, while everything what everyone is doing is just the past distortion. You or the past distortion, the disruption. To what? Yes, the reputation of God. We're all here representing God, but no, we're up there just repping ourselves. And bash, if you do something bash, then you ruin your reputation. And if you do something bash, then you kind of gain favor and this and this and that, according to what the bash allows and will condone and push forward as long as it pushes itself into the next day. Self interest, bash, rewarded. Da 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 da. Okay, let's go. Da, 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 da. Now everyone can do it. No. And of course, women will not return and men will not return. They have gone astray, lost, and everyone will get what we deserve. For truly only the Lord knoweth our hearts. And it's what we are relentlessly carrying on our foreheads, in our hearts, that will be judged. Not judged like that Bash was saying. You judge her and we'll have her chase you. And judge, 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 judge. So everybody's out there judging and then saying, don't judge, man. And they're out there all just judging. And they're, no, don't judge, man. Oh, wow. Wow. Return to the Father. Christ Jesus. Yes. The truth, the way, the life. Amen.